Afternoon, everybody. Another video here from On Track Wellness. Last time we've talked about the history of On Track Wellness. Last week, Eric was joining a much needed day off at a cool music festival. I talked about accountability, which is what we really strive for here. Today, we're going to talk about one of the blogs I wrote a while ago, and it applies to Eric now too, of going back to white belt. So for us now, we're actually blue belts.
Yay!
Yeah. So, starting Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, starting back over after both achieving black belts and other styles. Something you don't often see, right? Is a black belt strap a white belt on and go back at it.
Definitely not. I mean, even from, my personal experience, I don't think we were really allowed to or supposed to train in other martial arts. So it was really foreign to me coming out here to San Diego and Nate inviting me to a jiu-jitsu program, which he had just started.
Yeah, my original school, we actually had, when I started, they actually had 3 paths you could go down: Shaolin, Shotokan, Japanese Jiu-Jitsu. So I was kind of used to going down like a 2-belt system like we do here. We actually do a 2-belt system here. Our karate belt ranking system, which is based on Japanese Shotokan karate, and then obviously the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu belt system. So our kids, I was just explaining to someone today, are used to 2 belts.
Yes.
So a lot of our kids don't know any different. But for those of you who might be black belts in multiple styles, I know it's really hard to take that black belt off, put that white belt on, and start over. But Eric and I just wanted to do a little video talking about how refreshing it actually is.
Absolutely. Not only is it fun and exciting to do something new that, we have very little experience in, but also coming from so much teaching, it was really nice and fun to not be responsible. Nate always says, we can actually go to a class and check out because we're not responsible for anybody but ourselves in those lessons.
Yeah, that's what I love. If someone has a question, if someone comes in, asking about the school, asking about the business, it's not my job to jump up off the floor,
yes,
and go help them out. It's for those of you who maybe teach full time and maybe get to train some within your own academy, I'm sure you can understand how tough that can be to try to get super focused. And that's what Eric and I always talk about. But really for me, I think we were talking one day, for me going back to a white belt and starting over and trying to learn a new style and get frustrated and not understand and be asking our professors and our coaches for tips and upper belts for tips and guidance and feedback, I think it's made me a better teacher, because now when belt of any rank is kind of struggling with the technique,
right,
I think I have a little bit more patience to go, you know what, last night I just struggled with that sweep, or
right,
that choke, and I had to ask like 7 times to show me that sweep again.
Definitely.
It makes you kind of step back and go, okay, if they're not getting it, it's okay, because you
right,
just in turn just struggle with it.
My empathy is shot through the roof for our own students, and hey, I had trouble with this 2 weeks ago, and now I'm being able to guide you through it is really nice and refreshing for me.
And then I know both of us have been doing a lot with our forms and our karate. For those of you maybe watching or from traditional karate doing forms, we're trying to find a lot of jiu-jitsu, Brazilian jiu-jitsu within our karate forms.
Right.
So for me, who honestly used to not hate forms, it's kind of strong, but did not like forms that much.
Okay.
It's got me excited again in forms, because now I'm going through my forms, teaching the forms, I'm trying to find those moves in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, because I need as much help as I can in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu to remember those techniques,
right,
and to apply those techniques. So it gives me a chance to practice those techniques, the movement, the muscle memory again, but
definitely
has me excited again about those forms, going, oh, that's the same as that grip break, the step around.
Light bulbs constantly going off in my mind.
So we just wanted to do a little bit of a shorter video today of talking about, I know a lot of owners and instructors who are afraid to step back and go, hey, I don't know everything. There's a large hole in my game, for us, our ground game.
Yes.
Let's go with one of the best schools in San Diego you can to, Hondu Jiu-Jitsu, Professor Brandon, Professor Sean, the whole team there, Professor Sophia, Professor Chris down in IB, Professor Jeff, who's in IB and HQ.
Awesome, guys.
Every black belt there, Professor JJ, who helps us with our judo.
Yes.
Every single black belt there. Leah, I hope I'm probably missing someone. Tony, a new black belt. Professor Shane.
We love all you guys.
Everybody. Every black belt, every brown belt, purple belts. There are some killer purple belts who roll through Hondu. We get killed every Thursday by 2 amazing purple belts, Nick and Chance.
Man.
And it's making us better martial artists and making us better martial arts instructors, and our students are benefiting from it.
Yes.
And I think, unfortunately, there's a lot of high-level black belts in karate or high-level black belts in other styles who are afraid, oh, what are my students going to think if I put on this blue belt and get smashed by this other blue belt or get tapped out by this purple belt routinely, they probably have that fear of, oh my God, why aren't I learning from Coach Chanson? Because he's just destroying Sensei Nate.
Right.
Why am I? But it's not about that. A, it's a different style, different applications. But B,
Yes.
I think they see us going, hey, they're trying to get better. They're not afraid to lose, so I shouldn't be afraid to lose and get outside the box and try something different.
Right. Education should never stop. And, we'll wrap up with, regardless if you're just starting or looking to start a different style, you don't have to be the best to start. You just have to start to be great. All right. So thank you guys so much. We'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.